I've just arrived at the fabric store and I'm ready to go shopping for fabric so that I can make Christmas gifts this year. But we're also right next to Boba's, so I think we're gonna have to stop there first.
I went to a place called Share Tea for the first time. The service was pretty poor and the tea was subpar and expensive. At least they had a cute wall, I guess.
Okay, Boba acquired. It kind of sucks because this is the first time I've tried this tea place. Not surprised at all. I'm a pretty picky Boba person, but now we're gonna go fabric shopping.
My first stop was Hobby Lobby, which at the moment is overflowing with seasonal decor for Christmas, even though we haven't even had Thanksgiving yet. In the fabric section, they had some pretty good clearance deals with prices as low as $3 per yard. Unfortunately, this store doesn't have a huge fabric selection, but compared to other fabric stores, they have pretty decent prices during their sales. Also, a quick tip, I was told by an employee that they rotate fabric sales every other week. I ended up being interested in this lace material, but I knew I could find the same thing at Joann's and that I would need to meet a minimum order price to get a discount there, so I decided to leave the lace behind.
Unfortunately, no luck at Hobby Lobby, so now we're moving on to Joann's.
Fortunately, these stores are very close together, so it barely took me any time to get there. The selection at Joann's was much bigger than Hobby Lobby, and they also had a lot of fabric sales going on. In my experience, Joann's is overpriced, so buying from there only makes sense for me if there's a sale going on. Honestly, their fabric selection was so good that I got super distracted from my original intent of buying fabric for Christmas gifts. I really wanted to buy this Sherpa material and this super cozy and soft loungewear material, but I have a rule about not buying fabric that doesn't have a specific purpose, so I sadly left them behind. I did end up finding a few fabrics at Joann's that I liked, and after checking out, I headed back to Hobby Lobby because the same lace at Joann's was like literally double the price, and it only came in a stark white color, but I wanted the softer white color.
Okay, as you can tell, it's been quite some time. It's dark out now, and I think I'm gonna go to Target really quick and grab a seasonal candle, and then I'm gonna head home.
I finished fabric shopping for all of the Christmas gifts that I'm going to make this year, and we're going to do a deep dive into the fabric and how much it costs and what I'm making with it. Obviously, if you're my family and you're watching this before Christmas, stop watching now because I'm about to tell you what I'm making you for your present. First up, let's talk about my dad. I'm planning to make him a long sleeve button-up with a pocket that's specifically designed for his glasses. I chose the Finch button-up pattern by Common Stitch because I already had it in my stash. This is the fabric that I chose and I picked it up from Joann's. It's a printed cotton material and I bought 2 yards of it for $10 a yard. It was originally more than $10 a yard, but there was a 30% discount. Here's what that fabric looks like up close. It has a black background and a gray circular print on it. It's super soft and I think it's gonna wash really well without wrinkling. Okay, now let's move on to what I'm making for my partner because it's very similar to what I'm making for my dad. I'm gonna be making my partner a short sleeve button up and I'm also gonna use the Finch pattern. I picked up this blue floral cotton material with a black background and I also got it from Joann's. It was the same price and yardage as the cotton that I picked up for my dad's shirt. I'm really excited to be making this button-up for my partner because he often has a hard time finding ready-to-wear button-ups that fit him the way that he wants them to. He prefers an oversized fit that's a little bit longer, but he's pretty slim, so he has a hard time finding ones that aren't too wide. Okay, now let's move on to what I'm making for my mom. My mom has a piece in her closet that's essentially a button-up shirt, but it's extra long and has no sleeves. It's made out of a lace material, and you can kind of wear it like a shawl over a dress, and it just dresses up the outfit a little bit. She absolutely loves it and has been wearing it for so many years that it's kind of starting to deteriorate. She's taken really good care of it, but lace can only last for so long, so I'm gonna replicate what she already owns and make her a new one. She did specifically ask for this, so I'm actually gonna take hers out of her closet and use it to make a pattern. This is the lace material that I chose for it, and it's very similar to the one that she already owns. I'm not totally sure how it's gonna go because I haven't worked with a material like this, but I think I can make it. I bought 1.5 yards of the lace material from Hobby Lobby and it was $9 a yard. My mom also mentioned that she would really love if I made her an apron because I made my dad an apron as a present a while ago and she can't wear it because it's far too long for her. My mom's really cute and short, so she can't wear the one that I made for my dad because it literally drags on the floor. So I'm gonna make one that's custom for her and I'm gonna do a different design than the one that I made for my dad, and I picked up this canvas material for it. I bought 1.5 yards of it from Hobby Lobby and it was only $4 a yard, so I got all of it for $6 $6 because there was a super sale at Hobby Lobby. It was a total steal and I'm really happy with the print that I found, so I'm super excited to make this apron. A while back I designed a crisscross back apron for my best friend, so I'm gonna use that design again for this one. I don't think I have a picture of what my friend looks like in it, but I'll pop a picture on the screen of what the apron style is like. Okay, and last but not least, I have two sisters that I'm making gifts for as well. My little sister asked me to make her the Matilda dress by Cool Stitches. She said that she really liked the one that I made for myself and she liked the color that I made as well. She just wants a shorter version, so it's more of like a mini dress rather than a long dress. I actually have leftover fabric from the one that I made, and I think I'm gonna be able to squeak enough out of it for her. It's this really gorgeous rust lightweight twill that I picked up a while ago from my old local fabric store. This material is so luxurious and has a beautiful drape, so I'm really excited to work with it again. I made a full tutorial on how to make the Matilda dress, so if you're interested in making that for someone or for yourself, I'll have it linked on the screen. And last but not least, we have my big sister who asked me to make her the ZW Wave by Baguettes. I also have a full tutorial for this pattern, so I'll link it on the screen. She said that she really liked the white one that I made and she wanted me to make one in the same color. This is the bag and I absolutely love it. It has this super nice wave detail and a magnet closure. It also has a zipper pocket on the inside. You can wear it just over one shoulder, and then it also can go all the way across your body. I don't know what it is about purses, but I've always only ever had one purse that I use all the time. I think it's that I don't really like taking out all the contents of my purse and moving it to another purse. Even though it can be used as an accessory to an outfit, it feels different than an accessory like a belt or shoes, because every time you're done with your outfit for the day, you take everything off. But I don't really ever take out the contents of my bag. So with that being said, I haven't actually gotten any use out of this bag because I never take the contents out of my other bag and put it into this one. So I think I'm actually gonna gift this bag that I made for myself to my sister because she specifically wants it and I haven't used it yet. Plus I can always make myself a new one if I decide I want to use it. And then the last little bits and bobs that I purchased were some buttons for the button-up shirts and some thread to match it. I really like the matte detail on these buttons and that they only have 2 holes because they're inevitably easier to sew on. And then also I always prefer to use Gutermann thread because I've just found that it's tried and true and super sturdy. Now you'll probably have noticed that most of the gifts that I'm making have actually been asked for by my family members. I know this is pretty different from what people normally do for gift giving because there's this element of surprise that we all like to have, but with that element of surprise also comes the downside of potentially not liking what you're receiving. As many of you know, there's a lot of guilt surrounding the holidays in general, but specifically gift giving and receiving. At this point in my life, everyone in my family is an adult now, and we all recognize that we would prefer to receive gifts that we actually want, rather than having a surprise of a gift and potentially not loving it. There's absolutely no reason that we should be spending our hard-earned money and time on gifts that aren't going to be truly cherished. So I want to encourage you to take a similar approach to gift giving and gift making. And by doing this, you don't have to completely take out the element of surprise. For example, with the items that I'm making, I get to make specific design choices for the person that I'm gifting to. Like the button-up shirt for my dad, where I'm designing a pocket specifically for his glasses. I also did a little collaboration with my mom and we chose the fabric together to make sure that it would suit my dad's style. So sure, maybe my dad knows that he's getting a handmade button-up for Christmas, but does it really matter? First of all, he's gonna love it, and second of all, there are so many fun design details that I get to put my love and care into it that he's not gonna know about until he opens the gift. It's that extra step of intentionality with gift giving that I think goes a super long way. I personally love the way that my family does gift giving, and I hope that it inspires you to be an intentional gift giver as well. Now, I've got a lot of gifts to make within the next few weeks, so if you want a tutorial on any specific one, I'm super happy to do that for you. Just leave me a comment down below.